Isabella, nice to meet you.
We'll take her to right. You can.
All right, people. It's 11 o'clock. It's time to stand up. Are we going live? Facebook?
We are live right now. Just
We are
started.
live Facebook, people, so we're going to give a little bit of energy and invite you all to stand up.
Stand up.
Let me see, goddamn block the camera.
Have we seen the movie Hitch? Yeah. All right, what did he tell them to do in Hitch?
Keep it in the box.
Stay right here. Stay
Keep it in the box.
Okay, Mahasan, don't mess that camera.
You see how I got my space? I'm in my box. I'm good.
All right. Mahasan is my Irish cousin. All right, so we're in the box. Let's go low. High.
Oh, you know what you're gonna do?
High.
See, this is a little low. We're doing it.
High. Low.
It's a little bit more.
Low. High.
You gotta keep
High.
it.
High.
Stacey, get right.
High.
You gotta do it wrong.
Come on, Stacey.
High.
Just worked out last
That's what I'm talking about,
High.
Stacey. Making funky with it.
Go. Go.
It's already hot in this room now.
Go.
It's fresh.
Side. Side.
Time over that?
Hey, let me get on that rhythm.
Side. Side. Stacey's getting rolling over here.
Yeah.
Come on, Stacey. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
But you gonna do a little spin with it too?
Gotta do time over.
Come on, guys. You're on Facebook Live. Come on.
I know, right? Hey! She's like, I got warrants. I can't be seen.
Soul train.
I'll tear it up now. Don't think I won't.
All right.
All
Good
right.
morning.
Morning.
Today, we are Facebook Live because of our good friend with a great suggestion, Barbara Pond. Thank you for sharing that. I had the pleasure of meeting with many of you in the last couple of days, and Barbara's had a couple of great suggestions, and this I love, because this allows us now to record and catalogue these meetings. So these meetings will be informational and educational.
All right.
All right? Sound good?
All right with me? I know.
Where's
Overwhelming.
the energy level? Where's the energy level?
It was in the dance. It was all spent.
Well, Hassan's at the back of the class with his one-liners. Side to side, yeah? Here we go. All right, brilliant. So this is a segment I love, Cheers for Peers. Now, what I'm going to invite you to do is don't get attached to your seats. I'm going to invite you to... Chris, what I'm going to invite you to do?
Stand up.
Stand up, all right. When we do Cheers for Peers, let's hear and let's have a little bit of energy. So I'm going to invite you all to stand up with me. All right. Now this will be the last week. This will be the last week that I'm throwing out sweets.
So enjoy them now.
So enjoy them now,
Cheers.
because the sugar is going to be going.
Good.
So Barbara, Cheers for Peers for you for a great suggestion. Thank you very much. Massive cheers for Peers for this young lady over here, Amanda.
I don't care what you do, my
Wonderful, she's kind, she's caring, she's energetic, she listens, and she does. I'll mention something in passing, and then guess what happens?
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
So she has become my office wife. So I told Michaela, my wife at home, I said, I have a new office wife. She goes, when am I meeting her? So there will be a meeting very
We
soon.
have talked on the phone.
Yes, good, good. All right, cheers for Peers.
I have cheers for Peers. So
Back from Ireland,
there's-
Rachel.
Yes, thank you. So cheers, you know, obviously for Roger and Marie, is Cheers for Peers for leading Power Up while I was away, and I know, you know, it put extra, you know, work on you guys and shoulders. So thank you both so much. And then,
Come on. All right.
and then the second Cheers for Peers is for Shalene. So Shalene was, I know the whole office is an amazing support, but Shalene specifically helped me quite a bit while I was away, taking on all of my showings and taking on a listing appointments that I had secured before it went away.
Okay.
And that was a different listing, but you know, thank you for all of your support with the showings.
Love it. Fantastic. Thank you. Does she get the sweet?
Yes, of course. You
There
like
you
it?
go.
Absolutely.
You're depriving us.
Voila. No, you're getting something even better next week.
Cheer for
for Marie. So we celebrated Mark's birthday, which we had just on Sunday, and she taught us an Irish jig. Yeah. Which was awesome. So thank you. Very
I knew it like you. And I have to say, she taught the Irish jig in what, 5-6 minutes?
5 minutes, yes.
That goes to show you how powerful a teacher she is. So Marie, when you're teaching class, I'm going to be right there taking notes because that was brilliant. Yes. I was kicked out of that class in Ireland actually. Because Irish dancing you have to be very stiff, and I have too much in the hips, so it doesn't work for me. That's why I like salsa and all that. There's no hips. They used to beat the nuns used to a whole different. Okay. All right, cheers for peers. Who else has a cheers for peers?
I want to give a cheers for peers for Stacy. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes for Red Day, which is tomorrow.
Yes.
And this girl is amazing. She has gotten donations coming out of our ears and has really helped put things together. So Stacy, I truly appreciate this. Everybody else.
I feel a hug.
Oh my God.
By the way, I have another pressure cleaner going for $200
All right.
today.
Oh, good.
So I save Robbie $200.
And as we discussed before, what's the greatest nation in the world?
Donation.
Donation. It's the greatest nation in the world.
I was like, I got this two questions. Test our patriotism already.
Do we have any more cheers for peers? Roger and Alice. Roger first, then Alice.
I have two. Tracy, it's been amazing being out with my listening.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. And Mark, bringing the energy in.
Tracy. Irish woman. All right, good stuff. Thank you, Roger. All right, good stuff.
And
Alice.
I want to give a cheers for peers to Amanda because she,
Which Amanda?
Amanda, our host
Yes.
from
The hostess with the
from
mostest.
Stonebridge.
Yes.
She has helped my husband and I out, and she's in the process of helping us reorganize all our properties with good insurance and so on and so forth.
Brilliant.
So thank you very much, and I'm really happy.
We have one more for Laurel. Well, there's really two. I'm just so excited and impressed with how you've just taken the ball and run with all the training and everything, and you're in the process of getting licensed, but you're here for every training. And she came in and helped me Friday evening to build my stand-up desk. So
Thank you. There you go. Thank you very much. That's great. High five. And you get a high five. There you go. All right, any more?
Okay, so I did forget one.
Yes.
So it's another big one. So it's for Roger. So before I left for vacation, I was very stressed out because it was my first time going away for 2 straight weeks, and it was overwhelming. And Roger coached me through it and helped me think about the fact that I could leverage like listings and things of that nature, and I could still actually, the days leading up to it, drive production, and then and whatever I got, partner with another agent for listings, which is what led me to doing that with Shalene. So thank you, because it changed my mindset. And as we know, what is that bold law? What
What
Change your thinking, change your world.
change your thinking, change
Change
your
your
world.
world.
Yes.
That's
That one. Yeah.
Yes.
So many of them.
So thank you. Which one?
Thank you.
So thank you.
Good. Fantastic. Thank you. Roger, more sweets. What are you going to do with all these sweets?
Give them to my kids.
All right. Any more cheers for peers? Going once, twice, 3 times? No, okay. Have a seat. New agents and visitors. Well, Laurel, you might as well stand up, even though you don't feel like a visitor. You've been here yourself with your daughter. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Let's see.
You have 30 seconds or less.
30 seconds or less. Go. Well, I came into the idea of real estate because of one of my wives. So that's why I'm here, to work on an institute for under-resourced, gifted children.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And how about your lovely daughter?
Oh, Lily? Okay, you can stand up.
Lily, did you see the look? She's like, you're making me speak.
She's like, I thought we
are sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Lilique is one of my twin daughters,
Aw.
and she's my firstborn.
Yes.
She's in school at FAU studying neuroscience, and I want to get her involved in real estate because I never understood just how much wealth building at an early age in life is imperative. And so she knows everything that I learn, I teach my daughters, so I immediately lassoed them in to the notion of getting into real estate very early.
Okay.
Awesome.
So Lilique, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
She goes, oh, please, must you? Tell us one thing about you that you love.
One thing about me that I
You
love,
love. Could be anything.
I've been told I have the best smile.
You have a wonderful
And she flipped it on just like that.
Was that so bad? No.
I got it.
There you go. Thank you for sharing. And then tell me one hobby that you like.
Hobby,
Yeah.
sleeping.
There you go. Who agrees that they like sleeping?
Crazy.
Thank you. So tell us something good. Tell us something that's going on in your life. Mo Hassan, my Irish cousin from the south.
Yes. I got quite a bit of good news. Can I come to the front?
You can come to the front.
Yes,
You're not the camera, though. You're not
I know. Come on, man. I got more skills than
Give
that.
the camera a smile on the way up.
It's him that's blocking it. All right. Hello, everybody. For those that do not know me, my name is Mahasan. Nice to meet y'all again. So I got a couple of great things. So for me personally, in terms of my business side, tell us something that's good. I just got. I'm moving too far? Okay, good. I just got my first listing.
Come on over. First listing, ladies and gentlemen. Right there.
All right, so that is an awesome feeling. I've been working with a lot of buyers, a lot of people in down payment assistance and first-time home buyers, workforce housing, things like that. But it came across this opportunity to get my first listing, so I jumped on it all over it. And it will go on the market June 1st as the people are getting themselves together and getting themselves prepared to leave. But everything is squared away with that, so that's a A+. Number 2, for people that have qualified for about $150,000 and are wondering where can I put them in Palm Beach, I actually have a place for them. Right? So Davis Landing West, right? So I'm working with I go to this collaborative, first time home buyer collaborative, where everybody there is basically trying to find homes for people, low income or workforce housing or however you want to call it. Anyway, there's down payment assistance available for these people, and there's actually brand new homes for people as well. $235,000 homes. The place will give them up to $79,000 toward the purchase price. It basically works on a land grant, but it keeps the prices low enough. If they sell, if it's their home, if they sell it, they get a percentage of their the appreciation. And at the end of the day, it gives people an opportunity to own a home, a brand new home with warranties and everything like that. It's a great opportunity for people that might not have all the income in the world they need to live in a beautiful place like West Palm Beach. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm definitely trying to find people to sign up for because I think it's a great opportunity.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
All right. You have one more thing.
One more thing.
All right.
One more.
And
One
right
more.
now you have 45 seconds. So go.
All right. All right. So
No
I've been
pressure.
blessed with an opportunity.
41.
I've been blessed with an opportunity to be a football coach for Wellington High School. So within my duties and everything like that, I'm here to support the kids and make sure that they have an opportunity to do everything they want to do in their endeavors. One of the things that we're doing is a fundraiser. It's called a discount card. If you ever seen these things are awesome. Why? It's $20 and you get $250 worth of stuff. All right, so that's where the package works. One of the things that you also get is 2 free oil changes. Free oil change for $20. So, it's for Mazda, that's on Southern, as well as Toyota on Southern. If you ever got an oil change, you know it costs more than $20. Help yourself out. Also, Brio, if you like to eat there, 15% off. A lot of things that you can use. If you
And
want
a
to know
lot of
about
cards
it,
you can use again and again.
a lot of the cards you can use again and again.
Good
And
stuff.
with that, I thank you for the time.
Yes, you're welcome. Good job.
Those would make good gifts for clients. They would make good gifts for clients.
They would.
Yes, actually, a lot of realtors use these to give giveaways for their buyers. So please let me know.
blends in. All right. Anybody else tell us something good? In less than 3 minutes. Yes.
So, just a couple of things. So, really exciting things. So, while I was away on vacation, I had 2 buyers go under, or a seller and a buyer go under contract.
All right.
And I
Nice.
had a
Come on,
listing-
people.
I made it happen. No, and then
go on vacation more often.
I know. That's what my husband said, and I was like, no, I cannot. I'll lose my mind. The third thing is, I also had a listing get signed while I was on vacation.
Nice.
An appointment I had prior to going on vacation. So it was really cool that all this kind of just kept going and, came together. So thank you. Yes.
All
So
right.
it was indeed the look of the
Right.
Irish. There you go.
Exactly.
Who else? Tell us something good, Laurel. Tell us something good.
Oh, from the very first day, it was wonderful to see Jose because he was one of the students that I had known at my daughter's high school. And he welcomed Lily the first day that she arrived, so
Nice.
I really appreciate it that he was like
Love it.
Cool.
Good job. Good job. Any more? People are doing this. Stacey's with me. There has to be something in there. No? Amanda, anything good?
So much good.
Give us one thing.
Oh my goodness.
No
that you're all
pressure.
here. I'm
Yes.
so excited.
All right, great. So we shall move ahead. Tell us about your buyer needs. This is where you get the opportunity to tell us succinctly what your needs are when it comes to buyers. This is your 30-second elevator pitch. Rachel?
So I have a buyer that is, I don't know if we're standing or not, but I like to stand.
No.
I have a buyer, and I'm kind of looking at Barbara because I think you might be able to help me, that is looking for a condo downtown West Palm that is available for in the 250 to 275 range that can do have the ability to do a short term or a monthly type rental. So I know there's only really 6 buildings downtown that we have this opportunity. So if you know of something that's coming onto the market,
What size? 2-2 or?
ideally 2-2. Yeah, ideally 2-2. That is coming onto the market or is not, hasn't been on the market yet. And an availability in one of those buildings that can do like a month to month or a shorter term rental. So thank you.
Good. Thank you. Mohassan?
All right. I have a buyer.
Smile at the camera.
Hey, what's happening, Cameron? I have a buyer that is price range is top price range is $225 in the southern western part of Palm Beach. So you're from anywhere from Lake Worth down to Delray, or North Delray.
Okay.
Looking for at least 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, some place that's a single family home. Doesn't want to be in an HOA.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Nice and clean, nice neighborhood. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Anybody else? Alice?
I have a lovely couple that's downsizing in my neighborhood, and they are looking to do a townhouse, single-family home, or even a condo. The one thing, and from Lake Worth down, all the way down to Boca, one thing is they have a 42-pound lovely little Labradoodle, and so that is becoming a challenge all the way around. So if you know anything, price point, they'll go up to $275. So, like I say, they're really downsizing. So the Labradoodle has to come. The golf we sort of put off to the side,
Yeah.
so that's secondary. So
Good.
I appreciate it, anyone.
You notice there's a little bit of discrimination towards bigger dogs?
Yeah.
Lovely little dogs,
Yeah.
15
Oh, it's
pounds,
just-
but the big
yeah.
dogs, it's tough.
this building community right here that allows bigger dogs, they were actually, I was like, hey, that's our building and that building. They were on the news last week at night.
Yes.
And they were doing a live thing here or whatever, and they were talking about pets
Big
and
dogs.
being allowed, not being allowed or whatever, and they were like trying to fight for the fact that they're like, big dog, what's wrong with big dog? I don't know about my big dog, because they let them in that building there. But so we were saying, then of course we were at home saying, our little dog's freaking louder and more annoying than our big dog. Our big dog just lays there. The little one is annoying, like I wouldn't want my little one in a condo.
Hashtag let the big dogs
So
live.
marketing idea, here's a thought.
Yeah,
Find the buildings that allow the big dogs,
yeah.
right? And market that and sell that. I guarantee that's an opportunity. Because
Wow.
people love their dogs.
Yeah.
Right? The spouse, but the dog's coming with me.
A lot of baby boomers downsizing.
All right, any more buyer needs?
Too.
So now tell us about your listings. listing is, and ladies and gentlemen, it's Rachel.
Yes. So I have 3 new listings coming onto the market in this month.
Nice.
So Friday the 11th and then 2 on Friday the 18th. So I won't go into so much detail now, but one is $399 in Boynton Beach off of Old Boynton Beach Boulevard. The other is $330. It's a townhome in Jupiter, and then the third one is $180. It's a townhome in Green Acres. And so you will get information about it. I'll be posting it all, obviously, in all of our tools between the intranet. I'll be emailing you all, and then there is a chain of open houses, broker open houses, and other broker open houses because I am blitzing them. And so I will also be calling you all, inviting you to the open houses. So if you could join just one of the 3 that I'm hosting, I'd be grateful. Like one of the 3 for each of the properties, I'd be grateful.
So Rachel, good job.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you.
What do you attribute you're getting these listings to?
Yeah.
What do you consistently do?
Good, yes.
Power up. No, but and it's a
So how about you come
so
to the
many
front of
things.
the room?
Oh yeah,
This way you get to
absolutely.
speak to the group and you get to speak to...
Absolutely. So a big component is that power up. Every morning I do spend time getting into the right mindset, practicing my scripts, and then making calls to find buyers for my sellers and sellers for my buyers. So I do spend 3 hours doing that every morning. And then it is just talking to people. So the listings are, I'm very blessed with these listings because it is opportunities that I've gained from an open house back in January, a referral from a very good friend and a family friend, and then a client I had the opportunity to meet while calling expired listings. So it's across the board, but it's because of the behavior of just talking to people and letting them know how I can help them and following through. So thank you. I'm excited about all 3. So thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Mohassan.
All right,
Here we
go
go
again.
Now you got to smile. Every time you walk by, we got to see the smile of the camera. Go ahead.
That's
There
right.
you go.
All right, so I have a new listing coming on. It is going to be for $245. It's a townhome in Seminole Townhouse Community. It is. I can't remember the exact.
Say it loud, say it proud.
I got it. Yes, it is a townhome community right behind Costco's off of Southern. Built in 2003. Beautiful home, has a lot of upgrades in it. Very easy to sell, and it's going to be priced to sell real quickly because people are moving to Atlanta. So I know, and so I'm going to be all about that blitz, and I will get more information to you soon.
Before you go, how did you get it? What did you do? Who were you being that allowed you to get this listing?
Being myself. Actually,
That's a
the idea is just keep on talking about it. When people start talking about changes in their lives, always making sure that people know that I'm a realtor and that I can help them. I help people with just different things outside of real estate, and then they eventually say, "Hey, you know what? I think you can help me with this." I'm like, "I definitely can."
Okay. Good. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks. Good. I like that. So I'm hearing what's happening here from a success standpoint. So Rachel is consistent. She's here at 9 o'clock. She's parallel. And that does what for her mindset, do you think? Okay, everybody up. Energy's flat.
Damn, should answer faster.
When I get that look, it's like, is he looking? All right, so what is she doing on a consistent basis? And how does that impact, let me ask you a better question, how does that impact her mindset? She does lead generation, okay, what else?
Consistently.
Consistently, what does consistency do for the mindset?
Builds confidence.
Builds confidence, creates a great habit. That makes sense? So consistency and mindset. Mohassan, I asked him a specific question. Who are you being? Did you hear what he said?
Himself.
I'm being me. He's being awesome and he's being authentic. Right? When you're authentic, people like to deal with authentic people. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right, so here's the challenge for people with scripts. People go, that's not me. All that means is you don't know the script. You don't own it yet. When you own the script, guess who it gets to be?
That's you.
It gets to be you. It gets to be. As Mohassan does, it's me. Consistency, mindset, and being present. He got that listing because he's being present. Are you with me? Clap once if you're with me. That was pretty good. Okay, have a seat.
Mark, you're stealing the ping, huh?
I'm stealing the ping. Oh, I had that ping long before Danny had it. Stacy, you have a new listing. Come on up to the front.
So it's in Wellington. It'll be on the market Friday. Pictures were done. Everything's set to go. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,500 under air, 0.7, almost 3/4 of an acre. Not a lot have acreage like lots like that in Wellington. 450. Accordion shutters. I'm trying to think of different things, but it's a nice house, split floor plan, master, and it's got living room, dining room, family room, kitchen, eating. It's got like everything that a house is supposed to, every one of those rooms.
A roof.
Fenced yard, pool, screened in, killer bar in the patio area, and a built-in in-the-ground spa.
All right. So tell us, how did you get the listing?
Do you want the truth?
Nah, I want you live.
You can't handle the
So
truth.
my business is, as some of you know, I'll start sweating if I start talking about making calls and stuff like that to like strangers. So my business ultimately is my database, my sphere of people. So this particular listing, I got a text message and said, hey, what are you doing Saturday night? And I was like, why, what's up? And she's like, well, my mom and I want to take you to dinner. So needless to say, my listing appointment was at Cheddar's, where they bought me a fish dinner and 2 drinks.
Nice.
We literally were like, okay, social, okay, so what? Yep, okay, well, because I know that market, especially Wellington, I was like, yep, okay, your house, we can list it at $450, this is what we're going to do, blah, 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 and so that was my listing appointment.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's the best listing appointment I've ever heard of.
But that's because of and that's literally how I get a lot of my business. I get text messages, I get phone calls or emails like, hey, can you come, we're going to do this, or I want to buy this, or I got another text message from somebody the other day saying, hi, Molly told me you would be a great realtor, can you help me buy a house? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yes.
But it's how I treat.
Why
so
not?
I spend a lot of time on what I do for my database. So I do a lot of things with and for my database.
Okay.
All along the way.
I'm hearing a lot. So I'm hearing she's being
Present.
present. She's being authentic. I'm hearing that she's in the moment. I'm hearing that she knows her numbers. Because she's at dinner and they go, would you work this? What do you think this is worth? 450, she's rattling it right off. So there are a lot of gifts you're getting from Mahesh and from Rachel and from Stacey this morning. So brilliant job. Good stuff. Good stuff. Marzi, to the front, Marzi. Let's go. My Irish dancer.
I was just going to say.
All right, you have to show them the jig.
I was going to say up, back.
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on.
Come on, Stacey. You know this thing.
No. It's perfect.
Remember.
I got you.
Knee back, back 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah. Knee back.
Back 2, 3, 4. Knee back, 2, 3, 4.
There's no back.
Back, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah! So what's your website for your second business? I'm going to send it to the group here.
My website is AaronMooreDance.com. It's A-R-A-N. Aaron Moore as in Aaron as in the Aran Islands.
Aran Islands.
All right.
Lovely. All right. Thank you.
So-
Now to your other business.
Oh yeah, real estate.
Yes.
Back in real estate. Okay, so I have a new listing. It's in Loxahatchee. It's right at the end of North Lake, so it's easy to kind of picture where that is. We're right at Seminole Pratt. It's on 2.5 acres. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. They need to kind of paint it and do a little bit of work, so it's not going to be on the market probably for a couple weeks. It's not going to be on the MLS. But if anyone has any buyers, it's 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,500 square feet under air. It's got a tiki bar, which is really cute, with a refrigerator and lights and the whole bit. It's really cute. A dock on the canal and pool, screened-in patio, and all that.
Brilliant.
What was the
And your
price?
price?
$499.
Which street is it on?
That's kind of what we're thinking-ish. It's 94th Street, so it's right. It's like the furthest north. It faces the J.W. Corbett Preserve. So. Thank
Okay,
you,
good.
guys.
Good. How'd you get the listing? Back
Okay,
to the
so
front.
it's a Sphere referral. It's a friend of mine who knows this guy and he wanted to sell his property and actually had a listing appointment there in October. Then they decided not to sell. Then they called me back. I had another listing appointment last night. So we were gonna sell it probably in the next month it'll be on the MLS.
Awesome.
Yeah. Good job. All right, Nick. I don't know if you're.
I have one.
Hold on 1 second. You're good with buyers and listings and stuff. So pop your head and say hello to the group. Come on in. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. You're not listening. You're not listening still. All right, and you're on Facebook Live now too, so you may as well
Say hi, Nick.
say hello. Say hello. All right, good.
Just the hand.
We got his
That's
hand.
Nick's hand in there, people. Okay. Roger.
So, I'm gonna see right here.
Oh, yeah. Here's the hand then. Okay, good.
So, I have a new listing. It's gonna be it's in Frenchman's Reserve, right on Hood Road, alternate A1A. It's a 4.5, 3,600 square feet courtyard home. So it has a pool, and it has like a mother-in-law that's separate from the main house. That's a 1-1.
You want to keep the mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law or mother-in-law suite? The mother-in-law state?
And there is a membership, military membership. There's social, which is 80,000, or golf, which is 125. And fortunately for my seller, he has a social membership. So you can only get the social membership if the person you're buying from already has the social membership. If you're buying from someone else, you have to get the golf. So they have the option to get the social or golf as well.
Okay. So normally you don't have that option.
So,
Yeah, it's
is
rare
that
to have that
included
option.
in the sale, Roger? Is that included in the sale, or do they buy it?
They buy it separately.
But they have to buy it.
Yes.
Yeah, they can't buy the home without it.
So 975.
Roger, who were you being that allowed you to get that listing?
I am being myself and certain because it was
Love it.
a sphere that I just keep in touch with regularly. I call him 4 times a year, and he ended up building another house, and his house came up, and he's like, Roger, I'm thinking about putting it up for sale by owner. So I went into
Yes.
all the
Love it.
reasons.
I happen to love that shirt. Don't you love
I
the
know,
Charlie
yeah,
Sheen?
yeah.
From What was that? What was that?
2.5 men.
2.5 men. Yes. That works for you. You need to get a few more of those. All right, good. Thank you, Roger. All right. Anybody else?
I don't know if I can look at Roger.
All right, we're good.
I have a new listing.
Yes, come on! All right, so I'll do this from here. Okay, good.
Alright, so my first closing is tomorrow.
Nice!
So, and the investor that was working with me, I was representing the buyer. He just, she just bought that property, and she just decided right after closing to list it for sale.
Oh,
so
wow.
she just is investing that property. So I got to represent her as a buyer and as a seller as well.
Cool.
And next week are you gonna tell us about tell us about it now. You can tell us about the house.
Yeah.
It's
Just
a
the house.
2-2.
Okay.
It's in Lake Worth. It's more in the Green Acres area, but the address says Lake Worth. And it's in the Fountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, over there.
Great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good. I'm going to ask you the same question I ask everybody else. Who are you being that allowed you to close this and get these listings and make that closing tomorrow?
I was being literally myself because when I met my landlord, she's from Canada and she lives there. She just came to meet me after a year that I've been a tenant of her.
Yes.
And all these years, she has a lot of properties that she invests in.
Yes.
And all these years, she had this realtor that represented her. But when she met me, we had this, I don't know, like good chemical connection.
Yes.
And she was asking, what do you do? I was asking her, what does she do? Well, I knew, but in general. And
Yeah.
I told her I'm a real estate agent. And she said, I want you to be my real estate agent.
Nice.
And I was like, oh no, that's fine. I don't want to interfere with Yana, which is her agent, and
Yes.
I know her. And she said, no, for real, I want you.
That's great.
So,
No, I
yeah,
have to twist.
natural, a natural
I love it.
deal.
How did that make you feel?
Good.
So
And
modest.
also like, special, you know.
Yeah.
So
You are.
can I ask the group a question? What feeling does she create for you at the front of the room?
Peaceful.
Authentic.
I was thinking the
Authentic,
same
warm.
thing.
Yes, authentic, warm. I heard peaceful twice.
Yep.
What else?
Joy.
That's literally the first
Joy.
thing in my mind, right?
I was thinking like it just like honestly, just like honesty, pure
Yes.
things,
Yes.
you know, just you.
So that's a powerful place. There's a lesson in this. That's a very powerful place for you because this room felt your energy. Honest, authentic, warm, peaceful, high integrity. You have a great smile. That's your sweet spot to stay in when you meet with clients. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Mark.
Appreciate it. Good job. Congrats. Upcoming events. All right, Red Day tomorrow. Who wants to take a Stacy and Alice or Stacy and Alice?
Sure.
How about Alice and Stacy?
If you haven't marked it on your calendar, you're missing a great event. Plus, it's something
Come on up
that
the front.
it's
This way
very
we can
dear
get you on
to Keller Williams.
Facebook.
What time should we be there?
And Chris, how are you doing on the
9 o'clock,
end?
but if you want to just pop
whatever,
in,
dog.
you've got appointments or whatever,
Yeah,
please
right,
pop
just-
in. We're going to be running from 9 to 4. So please, if you can just allocate maybe an hour or two,
Well,
we'll
the work
put you in a spot.
and the work is like 9 to 2-ish.
Yes, yes.
And then the kids are coming shortly after that, and then they're gonna do
we're
some
gonna have
show or
a lot
something,
of
music
fun
and
things.
What-
Snow
what-
cone machines,
Karaoke,
everything else.
right?
So we work hard and then we play hard in the
Yes.
afternoon, but we'll get to meet the kids and we'll show them what they've done, and when they walk in, they're gonna go, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
look what you've done. So
And
it's
what-
cool. So
where are we
that
going?
feeling when
We
they
are
stand when
going-
they come to you is really cool.
we are going to the Milagro Center. It is going to be the Teen Center. It's off the 6th Avenue in Delray. But it's just dedicated to the Teen Center, and then we're hopping over to the Middle School Center, and actually we're going to be painting that for them because that's up and coming.
Brilliant.
So
Okay.
everybody is just very, very excited. Like I say, we're going to have a lot of fun. Just bring sunscreen. It's going to be hard work. We do have some inside work too. So, but again,
Gloves,
it's all part of our.
any of that?
Yes, bring your gloves. Like you say, sunscreen and things like that. Anything that you have, you're gonna be working with the outside. So
Yes.
bring gardening.
Yeah, so if you have anything you want, there's going to be a lot of gardening stuff happening. There's going to be painting happening. So if you have stuff, bring it with you. Write your name on it. If we don't need it, because if we have, then great. Then you can leave your stuff in the car. Otherwise,
And of course,
maybe
wear
a
your
red
day.
shirt.
It's Red Day, so wear your blue
Red
shirt.
Day.
Or
If you
red
don't have
shirt.
an
If you
official
don't
Red
have
Day
it.
shirt, then wear a red shirt.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And we actually, just as something to throw out there in case you don't know or you haven't had the opportunity, we want to make sure that you all have the opportunity. We were also looking and asking for each agent in both the offices if they could, to donate any amount of money, but we were asking if each agent would consider donating at least $20. Even though Red Day is happening tomorrow and we've done a lot of things, there are some of us who have laid out money. And so, we've got, I think we are trying at this point to get her back around $1,000. So there's still a lot of, we still need funds.
Okay.
So we've gotten other things donated and other things, but where right now was coming down to the wire and money was having to be spent on things, and because we couldn't tell them no.
Okay.
So we're just asking if each agent would consider making a donation so
of
that we
$20.
can, and if stuff gets paid off and anything is left over, let's say everybody in our office was so generous as to donate X, and then we were able to pay back and replenish things, anything that's left over will stay here in our in-house KW Cares account here in the
Great.
office. So it's not like it's going to be,
Great.
And
It's
if
not
you
gonna be
don't
spent
have
on Guinness tomorrow
$20
night.
today,
No.
if you can't make it,
Yeah.
we will be collecting afterwards. So, don't.
so this particular donation that we're talking about will
So her
go
question was,
towards-
where did the donations go?
Right, so for this particular, the funding and stuff that we've purchased different things to do the event tomorrow, paying some of the people back that have already spent money, to get the stuff done. And then after that, our in-house KW Cares, goes towards different things. Sometimes it could just be someone who's in a real need in our office. In market centers I've been in the past, we've had an agent that, was having some issues, and we paid $100, got them a $100 Publix gift card. One agent we paid, because we voted, and there was more to it. It's not just willy-nilly. We paid an electric bill for someone once. And then there's other things. Sometimes it's if we also do stuff throughout the year, not just on Red Day. So there's other organizations that we've talked about helping locally here in West Palm, and maybe if we're gonna do something, we might, decide as an office or as a culture committee in an office to do something, sometimes to do good for someone in another organization, we might need to purchase some things and, more stuff like that, but that's where that goes.
But again, come support and donate, so.
What's the greatest
You
nation?
are gonna have a
Donation.
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 I love that.
All right,
Donation,
good.
so.
That's the greatest nation. Thank you,
Anytime.
Stacey and Alice. Tomorrow, the Milagro Center in Delray Beach. If you don't know the address, there's this great thing I'm going to share with you, a little secret.
Okay.
It's called G-O-O-G-G-L-E. Google. Look up the Milagro Center in Delray Beach.
Oh, no,
That won't work.
That won't work. Oh, well,
Don't listen
thank
to
you.
that good thing for this.
Yes.
All right, good. Okay.
It's off of 6th Avenue in Delray Beach, and I
Just off
believe
Atlantic.
is it 1:30 or 4:30? I think it's 4:30. 4:30 6th Avenue.
I was thinking.
All right.
I gotta see it.
I know
Pretty
now
dead end
you
into it
have
almost,
full
kinda.
directions.
Oh wait, I'll
Is
see.
that
I
the
can.
one that's attached to the Head Start?
No.
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 So if you
that's-
take
It's
Atlantic,
340 Northwest
take
6th
Atlantic
Ave.
East, you go south on 6th, and then you'll see there's two
Yeah.
houses.
It's
There's
three-
two houses.
340 Northwest
340.
340.
Okay, that was close.
6th
It's in the
Avenue,
middle of a
Delray.
neighborhood, it's two houses.
Yeah.
So we are really
Go
organized.
to the
I
McDonald's
told you to go to Google.
and
You
you're
told me
gonna
to go to 640. The actual address is 340.
Okay.
you're gonna see
All right.
Harry on the
Atlantic
corner way
Sixth,
high.
Go south, and you'll run into the house.
Make a left.
All right.
Okay.
All right, time. Mahasan, tell us the address for tomorrow.
The address is just
340
Northwest 6th Avenue, Delray Beach, Florida 33444.
Maybe we could write it up on the board.
We
And
can
a
do that.
fantastic lunch too.
And a fantastic lunch.
340 Northwest 6th.
Can you get off at Atlantic?
Yes, Atlantic, and then take a right on
Yeah, and
6th.
lunch is gonna be delivered, I think, like 12 to 12, somewhere between like 12:30. In the morning, the Delray Police fun thing is coming, and they're gonna be there from like 10 to 12ish.
All right, let's go. So, upcoming events: Capper Club 1 to 2 this Friday. 10-day blitz. Andrew's given this class. You do not want to miss this class. There's so much information in this class. If you're ever thinking about taking a listing, you don't want to miss this class. What did I just say?
You don't want to miss this class.
Very good. Thank you very much.
2 to 3.
CGI call 2 to 2:30. We had a great call this Monday. Who was at that class? Chris was there. Chris,
was.
you want to take one takeaway that you took from that call?
Man, I wish I had my notebook on me. But I would say when you're going door knocking, that's the one thing I took away because I did an open house Saturday. I did go door knocking, and I only brought flyers with me. Stand up.
Yes. There you go.
I would say I took to bring actually information about the community, not just the flyers, so you can actually educate them and not just offer them, an open house because they might want to know, about the community. So that's what I took from it.
Okay, so you can be that expert that Stacy is when she's at the table having dinner with somebody and say, by the way, and she goes, $4.50. Just like that, right? That's it. Good. Great share. Anybody else want to mention anything from that? Laurel. Yeah, Laurel took like 4 pages of notes.
Know your numbers.
Know your numbers.
Know all your CGI numbers, and stick with that 32-point touch for the year, and keep in touch with your potential clients in your sphere because you can get a lot of work from it. Also, work as a team. That was huge for me because this one individual who was the expert on the call, she started with her sister, and then she lassoed in 8 family members, and now this year they're about to do $36 million in business.
Wow, very cool.
Wow. Good. Thank you. All right. Boot camp contract to close next Wednesday, 1 to 3 at Scott Swigert. Great class. I invite you to come to this. If you don't know how to write a contract, you will know at the end of this
Or
class.
if you think you know
Or
how,
if-
you should still go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And what
Agreed.
happens after you've written that contract?
Yes.
And it goes through?
Yes.
How to get paid at the table, Friday the 18th. Who wants to get paid?
I want everyone there.
Who wants to get paid? Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
For me to process everything.
Oh,
You want
it's back
to
Your
up.
energy
change
just
at the
hit the
table.
floor.
And have the proper
This is
timing
dreadful.
with it.
We need music.
Oh, we're back on it.
Yeah, you can't do this to me. Okay, everybody else. Put your phones down. Come on.
I promise you. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it.
Now I'm going to mess with you.
Want to be David Griffin. Want to be David Griffin. Take it all the way home.
I wasn't gonna be a singer, but I changed.
Who wants to get paid?
I did.
Yeah! Woo! All right.
All right.
Go. Woo! Red day, so I was ahead of schedule. All right, Kelly, Amanda.
So my big takeaway from our interactive webinars that we're having, and they're on your KW Connect, so you can get on them as well, is make sure in your KW Connect, so you're on your My KW, you go to Education tab, you go to KW Connect, and then you're going to go on your picture, or if you don't have a picture, and there's a little circle up top, you want to click on that and edit your profile, because for referrals, they want to know who they're in business with. So they want to see you, they want to know all about you. So make sure you're updating that. It's not just the white pages on your My KW, it's your KW Connect profile. So get it up and running so you get those referrals.
All right. So in Kelly, to get that referral, to add to that, great job, Amanda. If you speak a foreign language, put in that you speak a foreign language. I'm still learning English, so I tell them I speak Irish. All right. Who here speaks another language? What do you speak?
Spanish.
Spanish.
Albanian, which is my mother's tongue.
Yes.
I speak
Now you're showing off. Spanish.
Yeah, I know.
But show off. Show off.
After
Let's
two,
go.
you
Show
know,
off.
you're like, yeah.
What else?
I speak Italian and French and a little bit Arabic.
Look at all the people you can help.
Yeah, no,
You will get so much business from this. Do you have Kelly downloaded on your phone?
I do, but I have not updated my page and filled up my profile.
Okay.
So you're going to.
From
I just
this,
have, like, 10
from this
things
app
she can
alone,
do.
with that, with what you speak, you'll be able to get so much business. Because I guarantee there's people looking for people who speak French, Italian, Arabic down here. That's a small group. Brilliant, Rob. Show off.
Just one other Creole.
Creole.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, great.
Yeah, it has to be Creole also.
Yeah, Chris, you Creole.
Yes,
so
sir.
let people know this. Let people know who you are, what you like. Do you go to church? Do you play sports? Do you have kids? Do you have a dog? What type of dog do you have? Do you like little dogs? Do you like big dogs? You will connect with somebody and you will get a referral because of that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
There was one clap. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, we're almost there. We had about 50% of them with that.
Oh.
Bob right now is scratching his head. So we're going to say it one more time. Clap once if you were with me. Stop, Bob. All right, good. Thank you. Kelly, who, by show of hands, who has it on their phone? Oh, look.
I can't even use it, but I have it.
Who doesn't have it on the phone? Yeah.
Man that forced us.
Yet. It's a great source of potential business for you. All right, cool. Let me see. Okay, we'll come back to that. All right. Andrew went over these numbers. I love Andrew. He loves his numbers. And 20 minutes in, I'm bleary-eyed when he's doing his numbers. I love you, Andrew. He has a love for numbers. To Laurel's point, know your numbers. Know your numbers. So here's the big number that jumped out at me when Andrew was doing this last week. The average agent in Florida closed how many units?
2.8.
2.18 for a volume of
633,000.
So they're making approximately $15,000 for the year. That may be a part-time income. Would you consider that a full-time income?
No.
No. Okay, fantastic. Those who are doing this full-time do the following. We invite you all to stand up and we're going to read this and you're going to get this into your system. Number one, what do you do?
Lead generate.
Number two, what do you do?
Lead follow up.
Number three,
negotiate.
Number four,
go on your appointments.
Number five,
Practice and role play.
Do it again. Number one,
Lead generate.
Number two,
Lead follow up.
Number three,
negotiate.
Number four,
go on your appointments.
And number five,
practice and role play.
Have a seat. Practicing role play. It's massive. So I was a former soccer player, played semi-pro in this country, played professional in Ireland for a very short period of time, and went to college here. What do you think we did on the days when we weren't having a game?
Practice.
What do you think the New England Patriots do before Sunday?
Practice.
What do you think who's a basketball team?
Practice.
The Heat? No. Let's go with the Warriors.
They right now they're vacationing.
What do you think the Warriors do? What do you think the Warriors do before game day? Practice. So I'm going to ask each and every one of you, are you practicing? And here's the thing, how you show up in practice is how you show up when you're on an appointment. You'll tell me, you're going to tell me this. You're going to tell me a story that, no, that's not what I do when I'm with a client. Guess what? It is what you do when you're with a client. Okay? So I'm simply going to invite all of you to own that. That's okay, no judgment. Simply own who you are, own your strengths, and own your deficiencies. When you own it, when you know it, and you shed light on it, where there's darkness that now has light upon it, it's no longer dark. You create that awareness, right? So these are the 5 things you are looking at throughout the course of the day. Did you lead generate today? No. Okay. Did you lead follow-up today? No. Did you negotiate a contract? No. Did you go on an appointment? No. Did you practice and role play? No. What did you do? I worked on my website. I'm redesigning my business cards. I'm getting ready to get out there.
Mr. Obvious.
Captain Obvious, all right? And that's a great point, because the deficiency is obvious. It's right there. And very often everybody else can see it. Guess who cannot see it? Yourself. Because it's called a? Not a bald spot. It's called a blind spot. All right, good. 3 areas you want to be looking at in your business. Number 1, your skill efficiency. What do we offer you here to improve your skill efficiency? Training. Prospecting efficienty. What do we offer you here to improve your prospecting efficiency? Training. Power-ups.
Yeah.
What else? Tools. What else? What? Amanda's lead. Bold. Absolutely. Training. We offer training. Schedule management. I'm going to do 2 classes for you next month. So who's on the committee for scheduling? Okay, so DISC and body language. All right, I'll do 2 classes for you next month. I'm going to invite you to bring as many people from the outside to these classes, because these classes are energetic, they're fun, and you're going to walk away with a lot of information. So it's a DISC class and a body language class. Body language specifically for sales. So this young lady stood up here and she was very powerful in front of the room because she did this. And she smiled. When she did this, what did she communicate to you? Openness. What else? Steadiness, absolutely. What else? What do you feel right now when I'm doing this? Confidence, absolutely. That's one of the powerful subconscious messages you're sending. Now, I'm going to make one shift. What do you feel? Closed, uncomfortable. Nervous, absolutely. So we're going to invite you through the awareness where you shed light, how you show up. Because you may walk into a listing and walk away and go, I don't know why I didn't get that listing.
You may need to practice that.
Okay. Cool. So when we get that on the calendar, let's tell everybody. Downstairs we can have how many?
We can have 40.
40. Okay, let's fill that room downstairs. And I invite all of you to be there. And you too on Facebook. All right, we now have what's called an accountability board. All right, cool. Chris.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about your accountability. How you would like this group to hold you accountable.
By when you see me, call me out and make sure I'm doing what I said I'm going to do, and to make sure I'm not going with my story, but the facts.
Go with the facts. So what's the fact that you want to create for yourself?
Lead generate for 2 hours a day, script practice for an hour a day, and get 10 contacts a day.
10 contacts a day. Are we going to support him on achieving that goal? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Are we going to support him in achieving that goal? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, good. All right. Shalene, tell us about how we can hold you accountable. And I'm going to invite you to stand up.
Since I didn't hold myself accountable.
That's okay. That's okay. And let's talk this way together.
We are re-accountability ourselves to finish my value proposition for Friday. I guess today's Wednesday, with Red Day 20 on Friday. To Friday.
Friday. Okay. All right. Fantastic. How can we hold you accountable to that?
Ask me about it.
Friday. Or today, or
Every
tomorrow.
Every day. Every day. Do you have your value proposition done? Can we ask you in the hall, who are you and why should I do business with you? 30 seconds, here's why you should do business with me. Right? And be authentic like this young lady over here. Right? Find your authentic place.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. Who else?
I see Alan.
Roger.
Oh, Roger.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Roger.
When you see
2.5 men.
you just ask me if I'm at my 2 appointments for the day. That will keep me on track.
Okay, cool.
Do you have your 2 appointments today?
Nice.
I have.
Sorry.
I do.
You do? Yes! There you go. That's it. All right, who else? Alice.
I am going to own my vision board. I have never done a vision board before, and I owned it because of Mark, so it's going to take a little while. And one of my things is I still haven't really discovered my big why. So my vision board is going to catapult me to my why.
Good.
So I got a lot of little whys, but I want a big why.
Yes.
So, and then I'm pushing forward with coming in consistently for and getting 2 listings in May. So.
Fantastic.
All right.
So can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How can the group support you in holding yourself accountable to this goal? What would you like them to do, say, or be around you when you're here?
Just saying, have you gotten any listings, or just more of that type of thing, and
Okay.
and also the support. Hey, come on in. And remind me that I should be coming in for lead generation too,
Brilliant.
because that generates listings. So.
Good. You should be
We'll
coming
do
in.
that.
You should be coming in.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do a very quick exercise. And I'm off track, Amanda, so you need to get used to me being off track, okay? Because I feel Amanda's all right, so I'm going to invite you all to stand up, because Alice said something very, very powerful. Alice, do you want to repeat the last sentence you just said to Marie to remind you that?
Remind me to come in the morning and participate in the lead generation.
Okay.
And,
Support. Your exact words were
support
that I should come in.
Yes.
Okay, I should come in.
Mm-hmm.
Never should yourself.
Okay, let's hope. Here's the power of language. Okay, and I've done this exercise with a few of you, so don't jump. All right. I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to ask you a question when I show you something. Okay. Don't say anything yet. A number. So what do you get when I say them? 2. So everybody get a 2?
2.
2. Okay, great. Universal symbol.
Peace.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Animal. Rabbit, bunny. Okay, great. Now, what is the fact?
It's all of them.
You have 2 fingers up.
I'm holding up 2 fingers. Through language, you created 3 different experiences. Right? Number 2, peace and bunny. My wife calls me Bunny. And she usually goes, Bunny! She calls me Bunny. So you've created a different experience. Where do you feel the experience through language? Where do you feel it? Visual, okay. Where else do you feel it when you create an experience?
Tone, tonality.
Tonality. You feel it in your heart. Fantastic.
Expression.
So I'm going to invite you right now. All take a breath. Take a breath. Breathe. Close your eyes for a second. And tell yourself you should do lead generation. Say that to yourself. I should do lead generation.
That's not it.
Okay, open your eyes. Who would like to share with me how you feel when you say I should do lead generation?
Made me feel like I wasn't good enough.
Okay, what else?
You should do it, it's like.
Guilty.
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 Guilt.
Guilt.
Yeah,
What
guilty
else,
of
Roger?
pressure.
Shame. Wow. Okay. What else?
Pressure.
Irish cousins, what did you feel when you said
Pressure.
it?
Pressure.
I was
You feel
annoyed.
pressure. Feel
Yeah.
pressure. Stacey?
I said I was annoyed.
You're annoyed. That's the
You
power
wanted to
of.
tell myself what I should do.
I was like, don't tell me.
So that's the power of language. So I invite all of us to be coaches around here. When you hear somebody say, oh, I tried, call them. Call them on it. The question is, did you do it or did you not do it? If you didn't do it, that's your fact. And if you didn't do it, well, you know, I was busy. That dog ate the homework on me. It took me a long time to get in here. And you know, I can't, it's not perfect yet. That falls under this word. That's your story. Right? Let's stick with the facts. Is that good?
Yes.
Power of language. Alice, thank you for bringing that up. Okay, cool. Let's go. Have a seat.
You're not alone.
I know. She's been waiting so patiently. Amanda Castorino from Stonebridge Insurance. Thank you.
Amanda Castorino, owner of Stonebridge Insurance Agency. Warren, my husband, he's out there and he's with us too.
Come on in, hubby. Come on in.
So whenever you call the office, it's him and I. We're running the ship. So you know, these are the people right here that you're looking at. We pick up the phone. We pick up the phone often. I think a couple of people could probably testify to that.
Yeah.
We specialize in homeowners insurance. I've been doing this for 16 years. I'm a second generation agent. Homeowners insurance, automobile, commercial insurance. So we're able to help your client not just with one thing, but we can look at a lot. And some of the stuff that you say today is exactly the same things that we do. It's about a relationship. It's about them understanding us. I tell people all the time stories to connect, whether it's I have kids, we have cats, well, you know, because it makes you relatable, it makes you real, it makes you a human. And all of us here we're not just a person on the other end of the line at a call center, we're more than that. But if you have any insurance questions, we got 2 experts here, give us a call. We have lunch, and then during lunch we have a little PowerPoint presentation to go over 4-point inspections and windstorm mitigation inspections. Some of the ins and outs and things that you guys, either with your listings or if your buyers are buying, things that you should be aware of and look for to be proactive and not at the last minute, uh-oh, what's going on? This has happened because we weren't ready for it. So I try to break it down into language that will help you guys with your selling and such. So thank you.
And Amanda, just to like add on to what you're saying, you have been
Absolutely.
so helpful to me.
Thank you.
Every time I have a buyer that needs an insurance quote, you are so right there, ready to go.
Try.
So, you know, you do. Within, like, by the
Try.
end of the day, I have it, which
Usually.
is all that I needed. So, you know, thank you.
Yeah, you can call, you can text. Some of you text me.
Yeah.
Completely okay. Yep.
She
Tracy,
does.
which is fine. I mean, that's it. Well, that's the world today. It's not just a phone call, your office phone. It's your text, it's your Facebook. I get so much off Facebook. I'm on Facebook Messenger all day. It's all of those areas, and it's being available. Yes, our office is open 9 to 5. It's not. You can call us late, you can call us over the weekend, especially if I know who it is that's calling. You're gonna get an answer, you'll get quotes. I think, JD does it to me all the time. But that's fine, that's how it is. You know, actually, on our birthday,
yes,
he needed something, and I said, JD, do you need it now or tomorrow? He said, now. I said, okay, and it was done. Because that's just how,
That's how you roll.
That's how you roll.
I can't sleep if it's not, like, I have to. It's like, it's in there. That's the way it's built. And so, thank you, enjoy
Thank
lunch,
you.
and then I'll come back and
All right, so I have a piece that I was going to share with you, but for sake of time, it's 12 o'clock. We're going to stay on task. Who here knows that we have bressers?
Yes. I was using it today.
Use a hand.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Who uses bressers?
I have.
Yes. Okay. So I was going to spend 15 minutes on bressers, how to go and generate some leads, listings, and then to use bressers in a campaign. So I'm going to do that the next meeting. I'll reserve that for next week because I want to respect Amanda's time. So now I'm going to invite you all to stand up, and we're going to do value. What values you took away from this hour's meeting? And thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. Thank you for being present. Thank you for being here. Being here, because we all know that little voice in our head tends to take us away. That voice tends to pull us off somewhere else. So value, moments, items, things of value that you're taking away from today that you would say, this is going to help me in my business and maybe just help me. Rachel.
I loved, one thing I wrote down was the information Chris shared about door knocking and what happened on the call, since I'm going to be doing a lot of door knocking. Again this month with my new listings to share the info for the community, which was great. I hadn't thought about that, so I'm going to do that because I'm going to be door knocking again starting tomorrow.
Good stuff. Chris,
So that was a
good
good thing.
share.
Thank
Rachel,
you.
thank you. Good stuff.
welcome.
Who else? Who else is taking away value and what is it?
Time blocking for the lead generation.
Time blocking for lead generation?
Yeah,
Yes.
it got me more into it, and it's very inspiring coming to the team meeting.
It's inspiring coming to the team meeting. Good. Glad to hear it. Good stuff. Thank you. Tracy's next. And
That's
Sally.
what I was gonna say, it's great, I love the energy, it's so exciting, I love this, and I'm definitely gonna do that, work on my language, body language, I'm really looking forward to those 2 classes, so.
Good.
I'm excited
You'll
about
get a
that.
lot out of it. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Who else would like to share? Charlene?
Stick to the facts.
Ooh, stick to your facts. Drop your story.
Yes.
Maybe change your story.
Mm.
Because when you change your story, you could change your life.
If you stick to the facts, you don't need a story.
Oh. Oh. Nice job, Charlene. No, she's like,
Full circle.
there you go.
I know.
Who else? We're taking 2 more values, and then you're done.
Then a raffle.
Then a raffle.
Woo.
Amanda's keeping you on task. Anybody else have any value? Yes, Alice.
Power of language.
Power of language.
Yes. I learned a new one.
Yes. Yeah, don't shoot all over yourself.
I'm not gonna shoot all
Because
over
then it gets
myself.
messy. All right, anybody else? No? One more. We're looking for one more. One more. Going once, Chris, and then Laura. So we have
go ahead,
2.
Laura.
Okay, there you
Go
go.
ahead.
Ask for one and hold your thought and be certain, and you'll get peace.
Funny.
See? You might get a bunny. Chris, go first.
I was gonna say practice the scripts and know your scripts so you can be yourself and be present on the phone. Or in
Practice the scripts, know your scripts, so you can be yourself and be present.
Yes.
And when you're present, you're powerful.
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 Thank
Good
you.
stuff, Chris Cadet.
Know the power of your donation. A lot of people have worked hard for tomorrow's Red Day, and I'm not really officially here yet, but I've already enlisted 2 other people to come with me.
Yes.
Know your donation tomorrow. Be there.
Brilliant. Good stuff. All right, good. Amanda, it's all
All
yours.
right, anyone needing a ticket?
I'll take 2.
So here. Who else? Raise your hand high, please.
Jose and Bob. Okay. Probably pass them back.
Oh, I see. Pass them back. Better this.
All right, we put that.
She's
Oh, wait.
not coming.
Rachel's hand.
Anyone
Anyone else? Get right this
Put
neck.
our glasses on. That would be cute. Yes, yeah.
That's a good one. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, last call. Okay, so this is for $20 off your May billing. See, it pays to be here in more ways than one. So, would you like to?
We can't have neck picker. Yeah, have neck picker.
377.
No. Pick one out.
You
Pick
can
one
pick
out.
and read. Yeah, she'll hold
Pick
it.
one out.
I like
Pick
that.
one. Be a fix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pick one.
377. Last 3. 7758.
No. Oh, that's me!
What?
That's
horrible, but I mean,
something like that.
He said 5-8. Yeah, 758. Perfect. Right? Is that it?
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Always good to get 20 bucks back.
All right. Let's enjoy some lunch. All right, we have no more.
We got none this time.
We're gonna be singing that tomorrow.
Hey, let's go ahead and end this.